you, thank you. Though of our dear brother Hamlet the memory be yet green, and that it hath befitted to bear our hearts in grief, our sometime sister, I should say, and our queen, imperial jointress of our warlike state, have we, as 'twere with defeated joy, with one auspicious and one rocky eye, weighing in equal scale delight and dole, taken to wife. And so to you all my thanks. Laertes, what news? You spoke to us of some suit. What is it, Laertes?
My dread lord, you will leave in favour to return to France. From whence, though, I will willingly came to Denmark to show my duty in your coronation. Yet I must confess, that could be done, my thoughts and wishes bend again towards France. Bow them to you most graciously and for me.
Have you your father's leave? What say you, Polonius?
He hath, my lord, run from me my stroke content, my lady some permission to the last. Upon his will I still find heart content. I do beseech you give him leave to go.
Then, Laertes, take thy leave, time be thine, and thy best graces spend it at thy will. And so, Hamlet, our dear cousin and our son.
No more than kin and less than kind.
Why do the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord, I'm too much in the sun.
Her Majesty says that you should cast off your knighted colour. I think she's lost her voice with the smoke. But, you know, she says you should cast off your knighted colour, Hamlet.
Well, 'tis not alone my cloak, and nor customary suits of solemn black. No, nor the fruitful river of the eye, for these are actions that a man might play. But I have that which passeth show. These were the trappings and suits of woe.
'Tis sweet and commendable in your nature, dear Hamlet, to do these mourning duties for your father. But you must know, your father lost a father. That father lost his, and the survivor bound in filial obligation for some time to do obsequious sorrow. And so we beg you, think on us as of a father. For let everyone know that you are most immediate to our throne, and with no less love than dearest father bears his son do we impart towards you. We beg you, here remain with us, in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, our cousin, and our son. What's that you say, my dear? You shouldn't go to Edinburgh. Yes, indeed, you shouldn't go to Edinburgh.
And so, shall I my best obey you, man?
Oh, a loving and a fair reply. This gentle and unforced accord of Hamlet sits smiling on my heart. Let us obey, my dear.
Too solid flesh could melt. Or resolve itself into dew. Oh God! God! 2 months dead. Hey, not so much, not 2. So excellent a king, so loving to my mother, that he would not be deemed the winds of heaven to visit her face too roughly. Enough must I remember, frailty thy name is woman. Most wicked speed to boast, but such is dexterity into incestuous sheets. It is not, nor cannot, come to any good. beg my pardon, for I must hold my tongue.
Health, your lordship.
Horatio, I'm very glad to see you.
The same, my lord, and your poor servant Heller.
I am very glad to see you. My friend, what brings you at Elsinore? What teach you to drink deeply or depart?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I prithee do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, it followed hard upon.
Fred Horatio, the funeral made needs to calling fellows to marriage tables. But I have met my dearest soul in hell.
Well, I haven't seen that day, Horatio. My father, he thinks I've seen my father.
Oh, well, my lord?
My mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man, taken for all in all. I shall never look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
My lord, the king you had, your father.
The king, my father!
Since you had admiration for a while, within 10 years, time may deliver upon my word this marvel to you.
For God's love, let me hear!
2 nights together had my guardsmen upon the dead vast in the middle of the night been thus encountered a figure like your father, and I the 3rd night kept watch. I saw your father's ghost.
But where was this?
My lord, upon the platform where we watched.
Did you not speak to it?
I did, my lord, but answer made it none.
This is very strange.
As I do live, my honour lord, and we did see it in our duty to let you know.
Indeed, indeed, sir. But how do you watch tonight?
I do, my lord.
Then I will watch tonight, perchance will walk again.
I warrant it well.
If it is true, my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. So, fare you well, upon the platform twixt 11 and 12. I'll visit you.
I'll do it to your honour.
Your love's as mine to you. My father's ghost! In arms! All is not well. I doubt some foul play where the night will come.
My necessaries are yours. Farewell, sister, and let me hear from you.
Who does that?
For Hamlet, the trifling escaper, pulled into fashion and into blood. Perhaps he loves you now, but he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choices depends the safety and health of this whole state. Then, when what is lost your honor may sustain, if, with too great to ear, this his songs, or lose your heart, cheap treachery, open to his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia, fear it, my dear sister, and keep you in the rear of your affection. That is a dangerous shot of desire.
How the effect of his goodness and keep has watchman to my heart. But good, my brother, do not as some ungracious pastors do, jump the steep and thorny way to heaven, whilst like a puffed and reckless libertine, himself the primrose path of Daniel's tread, not heeding his own advice.
Oh, fear me not. I stay too long, but here, my father comes.
Yet here, there it is. Aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sill and you are stayed for. Here, my blessings with thee, and these few precepts in thy memory. Look thou character, be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast in their adoption tried, grapple them until they solve with hoops of steel, but do not dull thy palm with entertainment with each new catch and fetch comrade. Beware of entrance into a quarrel, but better that the opposed may be aware of thee. Lend every man thine ear, but few thy voice. Take every man's censor, but few thy judgment. Costly thy habit as they pass thee by, but do not express in fancy, rich, nor gaudy. For apparel oft proclaims a man, and those in France of best rank and station are most select and generous chief in that. Neither a borrower or a lender be, for loan often loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This, above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow the night, the day, thou cannot then be false to any man. Farewell, my blessing season listen me.
Most humbly do I take my leave, my lord.
Go to your son's den.
Farewell, Ophelia, and remember well what I've said to you.
This memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it.
Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, he had said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Marry, well bethought. 'Tis told me yet very often late, given private time to you and to yourself, have your audience been most free and bounteous. If it be so, I must tell you, you do not know yourself so clearly, as it behooves my daughter and your honor. What is it between you? Give me up the truth.
Yeah, my lord of late made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection? Pooh! You speak like a little green girl.
My lord, he had imparted me with love in a rare old fashion.
Aye, fashion we may call it. Go to!
And has he given countenance to his speech, with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
Aye, springs to catch woodcocks. I do know when the blood burns, how prodigal the soul rends and the tongue vows. Ophelia, from this time on, be something scandal of your lady's presence. For the Lord Hamlet, do not believe his vows. Only believe in him that he's a man. From now on, do not speak to Lord Hamlet. Look to it, I charge you. Come your ways.
Shall obey.
Indeed, I had it not, and then it draws near the hour where the ghost wants to walk. Look, my lord, it comes!
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Thou spirit of health, government, thou not speak to thee! Who called thee Hamlet? King, father, royal day, no answer me! What may this mean? What should we do?
It beckons you to go away with it, as if it did some impartment to desire to you alone. Do not go with it.
It weighs me, sir. Go on, I'll follow thee.
Do not, my lord.
Why? What should be the fear?
What of it draw you towards the flood, my lord, of the dreadful summons of a cliff, and then into madness? Think of it.
Still on my call. Go on, I'll follow thee.
Be good. You shall not go.
Hand off your hands.
Go, my lord.
Stay on my call. I've had me, Horatio. I swear, I won't make commotion. Gotta stay away. Go on, I'll follow thee.
You wax desperate with imagination. I will follow him, for something is rotten in the state of Denmark.
Will the one that leave me speak or not? I'll go no further.
Mark me!
I will.
My hour is almost come, when I to sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. But that I am forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house, I could a tale unfold, whose lightest word would harrow thy soul, freeze thy young blood, make thy true eyes like stars, stuck from their spheres, thy knotted and confined locks to part, and each particular hair to stand on end like quills upon the fretful porpentine. Listen, if thou didst dare thy father love.
Oh God, God!
Revenge is foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder?
Murder most foul.
Haste me to do it. The battle's wings as swift as meditation or thoughts of love. May sweep to my revenge.
Now Hamlet here is given out that sleeping in my orchard, a serpent stung me. So the whole year of Denmark is by a forged process of my death, rankly abused. But know, thou noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Oh, my prophetic son, my uncle!
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterous beast, with witchcraft of his wit, with traitorous gifts. Oh, wicked wits and gifts that have a power so to seduce. One to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that dignity, that it went in hand, even with the vow I made to her in marriage. But soft, methinks I set the morning air. Brief let me be, sleeping within my orchard, my custom always at the afternoon upon my secure hour, thy uncle stole with juice of cursed hemlock in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour the leprous distilment, whose effect holds such an enmity with blood of man, that swift as quicksilver, it courses through the natural gates and alleys of the body, and with a sudden vigor it does burn the thin and wholesome blood. So did it mine. Thus was I, sleeping, and by my brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, cut off in the blossoms of my sin, no reckoning made, but sent to mine account, with all my imperfections upon my head.
Horrible, horrible, most horrible!
If thou hast nature in thee, bear it not. Let the royal bed of Denmark not be a couch for luxury and damned incest, but howsoever thou pursuest this deed, act not against thy mother. Leave her to heaven, and to those thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. The glowworm shows the morning to be near, and gins to fade its ineffectual fire.
No, tell me more!
Adieu! Remember me!
Oh, my heart. And you, my sinews, grown not as a toll, but bear me stiffly up. Remember thee? Aye, how poor goes, while memory still has a seat on this distracted globe. Remember thee? Oh, most pernicious woman! Smiling, damn villain!
My lord! My lord! What news, my lord?
Wonderful!
Good, my lord, tell it.
Yeah, you will read it.
What time, my lord? By heaven!
It is an honest ghost. Now let me tell you. And now, my good friend, give me one poor request.
What is, my lord? I will.
Never to speak of what you have seen tonight.
I will not, my lord.
Nay, but swear it.
Swear!
Say thou so. How's thou still there? Come on. You hear this fellow but don't believe the search. Consent to swear.
Propose the oath, my lord.
Now but to speak of what you have seen tonight. Swear by my sword.
Swear!
I night and day this is wondrous change.
And as a stranger give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth Rachel thou dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, swear!
Swear by my sword! Swear by my sword!
I swear.
Rest! Rest, return spirits. So now, gentlemen, before my love, and do commend me to you. Let us go in together and still. Your fingers on your lips, I pray. However strange, or rather I bear myself never at such times, reveal my madness as but counterfeits. Agreed?
Agreed, my lord.
And let us go in together. This time is not of choice. Oh, cursed spite. As I was ever born to set this right.
Ophelia, what's the matter?
How lets him go. And with his head ever shoulder turned, he seemed to find his way without his eyes, for out to Darcy went without their help, and to the last bended the light on me.
This is the very ecstasy of love whose violent prompted for those itself. I am sorry. What? Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my good lord, but as I did command, I did repel his letters, and denied his access to me.
And that hath made him mad. I am sorry that with better heed and judgment I had not noticed him. I thought he but trifle with thee. Come, go we to the king.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover than we did much desire to see you, the need we have to use you did us occasion in our hasty sending. Something you must have heard of Hamlet's transformation. I entreat you both, of so young days brought up with him, to draw him on to pleasures, and to gather such as from occasion you may glean, whether aught in him unknown to us afflicts him, that open might lie within our remedy.
Both your majesty's might, but the sovereign power you have of us, would your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey.
Well, thank you, Rosencrantz, and thank you, Guildenstern, and beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son. Go, some of you, and take these gentlemen to where Hamlet is. Polonius, my good counsellor, what news?
I assure you, my village, I hold my duty as I hold my soul, both to my God and to my gracious king.
Your drift, Polonius?
That I do think, while this very divine onslaught of trade of policy so sure, that I have found the cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Ah, that do I long to hear. Speak to us of this.
My liege and madam, to exfoliate what majesty should be, what day is day, night is night, and time is time, we are nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad I call it, for to find true madness, what is it to be nothing else but mad? But let it go.
Yes, more matter with less art.
Sir, I swear I use no art at all, that he is mad. 'Tis true, 'tis true, 'tis pity, 'tis true. A foolish figure, but farewell it, for I will use no art. Grant him then that he is mad, that we may find the cause of his effect, or rather the cause of his defect. For his effect defective comes by cause, and remained thus, and thus remains. I have a daughter, in her duty and obedience mark, has given me this. To the celestial, almost beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase, beautified, a vile phrase.
And came this from him?
Good sir, stay a while, I will be faithful. Doubt that the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt that truth be a lover, but never doubt I love. Oh dear Ophelia, I have no art to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best. Oh best believe it, and do thine evermore Hamlet. This note my daughter showed me.
But how did she receive his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a man both faithful and honourable.
Even so, when I had seen this hot love on the wing, to my own mistress I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be. And here it was a short tale to make, fell into sadness, then into fast, hence into a watch, hence into a weakness, hence into a lightness. And by this declension to madness, and where now he raised, and now we will mourn for.
And you think that it could well be very much?
That I do think, or else this, What if he said 'tis so?
How may we prove this further?
You know, sometimes he walks for hours here in the lobby.
He does indeed, yes.
At such a time I'll lose my daughter to him. But you and I behind an hour is unlikely to happen.
We will try it.
Pray you.
Good, he's coming now, it's here.
Pray you. I pray you swiftly. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God mercy!
Do you know me, my lord?
Oh, excellent you are, you are a fishmonger.
Not so I, my lord. He knows me not.
Do you have a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
How say you by that still harping on about my daughter? He's far gone, and in my life I have suffered much extremity till I'm very near this. I'll speak to him again. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words!
What is the matter, my lord?
But to who?
I mean, the matter that you read, my lord.
Slander, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have grey beards, and their faces are wrinkled, their eyes perfect, thick amber and punctured gum. That they have a plentiful lack of wit with most weak hands. All of which, sir, though most powerful and content you believe, yet I hold honesty not said does. For you yourself, sir, could be as old as I am, if like a crab you could go backwards.
Though this may be madness, there is a method in it. I will leave him and find a way to meet in between him and my daughter. My lord, I'll most humbly take from me.
You cannot, sir, take anything from me that I will more willingly part with all. Except my life. Except my life, except my life.
Fare you well, my lord. You see the Lord Hamlet there he is.
These tedious old fools.
My honoured lord.
My excellent dear friend! How dost thou go and stand? Rosencrantz, how do you both?
As indifferent children of the earth.
Happy and that we are not over happy. Unfortunate's count we are not the very bottom.
Yes, well, what news brings you?
Not my lord, but that's a word for honest.
Doomsday is near. But your news is not true. Let me question more in particular. What have you done to the hands of fortune that she sent you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Denmark's a prison.
And the word
A goodly one.
Which are many confines, wards and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
we think not so much.
To me, it is a prison.
Aye, then your ambition makes one. 'Tis so narrow for your mind.
Oh, God. I could be bound in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space when I not had bad dreams. But tell me, in the beaten way of friendship, what made you an Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Beggar that I am, I am even poor in thanks. But I thank you. Let's out of it. Were you not sent for? Now, can't they speak?
What should we say, my lord?
You were sent for. There's a kind of confession in your looks, that your modesties have not craft enough to colour. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
What say you?
Even I have my eyes on you. If you love me, hold not.
My lord, we were sent for.
And I will tell you why. So my anticipation shall prevent your discovery, and your secrecy to the king and queen molt no better. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in comprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world, the paradigm of animals, and yet, what is to me, the quintessence of dust. Man likes not me, no, no woman neither, though by your smile you seem to say so.
There is no plus stuff in my thought.
Why did you laugh when I said man likes not me?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, what humble conversation will the pledge receive from?
Place, what place?
The ones you used to delight so much in, traveling with your teachers.
Here they are now.
Well, you're welcome. Welcome, your hands, come. Come closer. My uncle, father, and my old mother are deceased.
In what way, madam?
I am but man north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I do know a hawk from a handsaw.
Welcome, sirs.
Hi, uncle. Hi, Claudius. I prophesy he will come to talk with me of the players' market. Yes, sir. So, a Monday morning indeed.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
And news to tell you. Blah, blah, blah.
The players have arrived.
No, never.
Upon my honor.
Then Ferdi shall on his ass. You are welcome, master. Welcome all. Oh, lady. You are closer. You're closer to heaven than you were before. My gosh, you've grown. Where's your son? Oh, there he is. Oh, look at him. So young and still in that starting tax. Well, come. Give us a taste of your quality. Come, passionate speech.
Un jour, je partirai. Je sais que tu m'attends. J'irai par la forêt, j'irai par la montagne. Je ne puis patienter loin de toi plus longtemps.
Your quake has not changed his colour, has tears in his eyes, prithee. No more.
Well done. Good my lord, do you hear? Let the players be well bestowed. Be them well used.
Come, sirs.
We'll have a play tonight. Farewell. Oh. Was that him, old friend? Could you play the murder of Gonzaga?
Aye, my lord.
You could, for a need, your mind, the dumb show, a few minutes long, to perform tonight. Could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. I'll teach it to you later. We'll have it tomorrow. Follow that, Lord, and you look, you mock him not.
Aye, my lord.
Oh, welcome to Arsenal.
Good.
Hi, God be with you.
And with you, my lord.
Well, now I'm alone. What a rogue and peasant slave am I? Is it not monstrous that this player here, but in fiction, in a dream of passion, could force his soul to his own conceit, from her working, all visage wan, tear in his eyes, distraction in his aspect. Broken voice, his all functions suiting, with forms to his conceit. And all for nothing. For Hecuba. What's him to Hecuba, or Hecuba to him that he should weep about her? What would he do if he had the motive and the tuneful passion that I have? He would drown the stage with tears and clear the general rail with horrid speech, make mad the guilty and appall the free, and found ignorant and amazed indeed the very faculties of eyes and ears. Fire upon it, foe about my brain. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting in a play by the very cunning of the scene, be struck so to the soul that presently you have proclaimed it malfunctions for murder. I have no time. Will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father. Before my uncle, I'll observe his looks, I'll tempt him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen may be devil.
The devil have power to assume a very pleasing shape, yeah.
Perhaps out of my weakness, my melancholy, as he's potent with such spirits. He abuses me to damn. I'll have ground more relative than this. Plays a thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Can you by no drift of circumstance get from him why he doth put on this confusion? Grating so harshly all his days of quiet, with such turbulent and dangerous lunacy.
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, though the craft and madness keeps aloof, when we would try to bring him to his confession of his true state.
He received us most like a gentleman.
But with much forcing of his disposition.
Madam, it so fell out that certain players came here to entertain. Of these we told him, and it seemed to us he was filled with joy to hear of it. These players are now about the court, and I think they have arranged with him this night to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he told me to entreat your majesties to both hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me and my queen to hear him so inclined. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive on his purpose to these delights.
We shall.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, if it were by accident, may here affront Ophelia, her father and myself will bestow ourselves behind the curtain, so that we may frankly judge whether it be love or no that he suffers for.
Ophelia, walk you here, gracious so please you. We will bestow ourselves. Read the good book, that prayerful exercise may hide your upset. Read the good book, that prayerful exercise may hide your upset. It is not well proved, my king, that with such show of pious action of devotion, we may hide our inward turmoil, even though the devil be in us.
Oh, how smart a lash that speech gives my conscience. My deed is hid beneath my painted words. Oh, heavy burden.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? It is the question.
Well, it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles by opposing anger. Die. To sleep. No more.
And by sleep, the same tender-hearted, and 1,000 natural shocks, and flesh thereto. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. Die. To sleep. To sleep. A chance to dream. Aye, there's the part. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we shuffle off this mortal quill, must give us pause. As to respect, what makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time when he can take himself to his own rest?
Bear but who with father's bear, grunts and sweats, and though weary life, but that the dread of something after that they undiscovered country, from whose bourne no traveller returns. As was the will.
Let us rather bear those ills we have than fight to those we know not of. Thus conscience makes cowards of us all. Thus the native hue of resolution is sickly with the pale cast of foot. Softly now! Fair Ophelia!
Nymph in thy reasons, beyond my sins remembered.
Good, my lord. How has your honor for this many a day?
I humbly thank you.
Well, well, well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long longed to read even. I pray you now receive them.
No, I never gave you aught.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more rich. Their perfume lost, take these again. For to the noble mind, rich gifts to explore when give us prudent kind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord.
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You shall not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our stock, but we shall relish of it. I love you not.
I was the more deceived.
Why wouldst thou be a breed of sinners? We are arrant knaves all. Believe none of us. Get thee to a nunnery. Farewell.
Oh, you sweet heavens! Help him!
Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Let those doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Farewell.
Oh, valiant powers, restore him!
If thou thus marry, I'll give thee this maid. And thou a dowry. Thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. I shall not escape calumny. So nunnery, go, and quickly too. Farewell.
Oh, but the noble man in here was broke. Expectancy and rose on the fair state.
How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what the Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all.
And what he spake, though it lacked form a little, was not like madness. It was not like madness. There's something in his soul, which melancholy sits on brood. And the hatch and disclose, I fear, brings some danger. For to prevent, I have quickly determined that he shall forthwith quickly to England. Yes, to England. Happy the seas and travel may expel this somewhat settled matter from that beats upon his brain. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but I do think that the origin and commencement of his grief sprang from neglected love. My lord, do as you please, but if you see it well, after the play, let the Queen his mother all alone entreat him, to show his grief. I'll hide myself nearby to mark the encounter. If she find him not to England, send him. Or entrust him to where your wisdom best shall think.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not come with children.
Nor hack the air with unprecise and useless movements, but be graceful, be ample. You have a whole scene. Go make your innings.
Ratio. Yes, we lord, at your service. There's a play tonight before the king. One of the scenes comes near the circumstance which I have told thee of my father's death. Observe the king, while I mine eyes ribbon to his face, and we shall both our judgments join.
If you steal anything while the play is playing and escape detecting, I will pay the theft.
They come to the play. Go, I must be out of it. Go make sure.
Her Majesty would that you would sit next to her.
No, madam, it's not some more attractive.
Remark that. Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
You are merry, my lord.
Who, I?
I, my lord.
What should a man do but be merry for, Luke? How cheerful my mother looks.
and her husband died within 2 hours.
'Tis twice too much, my lord. What means this?
Oh, this means mischief.
For us, on far of tragedy, is stooping to your clemency. We beg you hearing patiently.
Faith, I must leave thee, love and shortly too, my upward powers their functions need to do. And thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honoured, beloved, and happily one as kind, for husband shalt thou.
Oh, confound the rest! Such lovebirds need be treated in my best. That second husband let me be accursed, then wed the second, but who killed the first?
One.
Instances that second who are patriots of thrift, but none of love. A second time I killed my husband dead, but second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determined of we break. This world is not for aye, nor 'tis strange, that even our loves should with our fortunes change, our wills and fate do so country run, that our devices still are overthrown, our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think thou wilt one second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first one is dead.
But ye intends for show me lasting strife. If once a widow, I be a wife.
'Tis deeply sworn and sweet, leave me here a while. My spirit grew dull and vain. I would beguile thy tedious day with sleep.
Sleep, rock thy brain, and never come this chance between us twain.
Madam, how like you this place?
I think that Her Majesty thinks the lady does protest too much. Have you heard the argument, Claudius? Is there any offence in this play?
No. They do but jest. Poison in jest. No offense in the world. Here comes the villain, cousin to the king.
You are as good as a chorus, my lord.
Swords black, hands up, drugs fit, and time agreeing. Confederate seasons, also creature seeing. Thou mixture rank, inmate weeds collected. With dictate stand thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property on wholesome life stirring immediately.
Excellent, now you shall see how the murder gets open by the fire. Oh, not to with false fire! Oh, no, mother. Stay, the end is near.
You got the play, lights!
Oh, Horatio, I could take the gross worth for £1,000. Just proceed.
I did, my lord.
Upon the talk of the poison.
I did very well, though, too. My lord, the Queen will speak to you presently.
God bless you, sir. Do you see yonder cloud? It takes the form of a camel.
By the mass, it is like a camel indeed.
He thinks it is like a weasel.
'Tis packed like a weasel.
Well,
Very like a whale.
and I will come to my mother by and by, and I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friend. Tis now the wet, the very witchy time of night, where graveyards yawn and hells that breathes out contagion to this world. Now I could drink hot blood and do such bitter business as the day would quake. Soft to my mother, I may be cruel, but not unnatural. I will speak that, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. But if tongue's words destroy her, then so be it.
I like him not, nor stands it safe with us to let his madness rage. Therefore prepare you that he to England shall along with you. The terms of our estate may not endure hazard so near to us, as daily he produces from these lunacies.
We will ourselves provide most holy and religious fear it is, to keep as many bodies safe to feed upon your majesty.
Never alone did the king sign, but with the general girl.
Arm you, I pray you, in the speedy voyage. We will these fetters put aside, which now travelled too free-footed. You must hurry.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. Behind the arras, I'll convey myself. And then I go to bed. I tell you what I know.
Thank you, Bernice. Oh, my offence is rank. Smells to heaven. A brother's murder. Pray I cannot, though inclination be as sharp as will. How can I confess when I still enjoy the fruits of my sin, my frown, my ambition, my wife? How may one be pardoned and yet retain the offence? Oh, bosom black as death, bow stubborn knees, soften my heart. Oh, as soft as sinews of the newborn babe. And yet, all may be well. Help me, angels! Help me!
Now I might do it, Pat. Now he is praying, and I'll do it! So he goes to heaven. No! Up my sword. When he is drunk in sleep, when he is ready, he says to his pleasure of his bed, again swearing, or some of a relish that has no relish of redemption in it, then tripping, and his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul he has damned as black as hell whereto he goes. My mother waits. Do your prayer to preserve him now. Come to it!
Oh, it's not good. My thoughts go up. Oh, my thoughts go not up. My words go up. My thoughts remain below. Prayers and words without the thoughts never to heaven go.
grace have been too broad to bear with, and that your grace has stood and screamed one sheet between him and him. I'll silence you even here.
Robbed.
Mother!
Questo, Enrico.
Now, Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, du hast es halt versäumt, much
Mother, you have my father, Master Ferdi. Come. Sit you down. You shall not budge. You go not until I set up a glass in which you consider most part of you.
Quite to Sawi Lampatami. Hey. Oh.
Otto! Help! Help! Help!
Rats! Death for a duchess!
Oh! Death! I'm slain!
Holy, what has you so done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
What a harsh, bloody disease.
A bloody need. Almost as bloody his mother, as kill a king, and now he his brother.
As king.
I think that was my word. Wretched, rash, intruding fool!
Farewell. Took thee for thy better.
Leave wring of your hands. Please sit you down, and let me wring your heart. Why shall it be made of penetrable stuff?
What they have done?
Such a night, good mother, as kill a king, as such a night that bears the grace of modesty.
What has
Look here upon these pictures. Notice the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what grace seated on his brow. Hyperion's color himself, a front of Jove, an eye like master, threaten and command. A combination of a form indeed on which every god seemed to set his seal to give the world assurance of this was a man. This was your husband. But you know what follows. This is your husband. Milton, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you, on this fair mountain, lean to feed and batten on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love. Right your age. The heyday in the blood is tame. It's humble. Waits upon the judgment of... What judgment would go from this to this? What devil has robbed you of your judgment? Oh, shame, where is thy blush?
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. So does my ears. Into my ears.
Not able to live in the ranks, sweatsman, and seaman dead. Stealing, hiding, corruption, making love with a nasty style.
Oh, speak no.
A murderer and a villain. A slave of 20 about the type of your precedent law, a vice of kings. A king of shreds and patches. take me and hover over me with thy wings. O heavenly gods, what would your gracious figure? Do you come not from tardy sun to chide? A lapse in passion and time lets go by the dreadful acting of your important command.
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. But look, amazement on thy mother sits. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you,
My lady,
alas? How is it with you? That star.
look on him! On him! Why, look, how pale he wears! Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all. Yet,
Nor did you hate nothing here?
no, nothing but ourselves.
Look you over there! Look how it steals away! My father and his husband says he did! Look even now, it goes at that portal!
This body of spiritual ecstasy is very
Ecstasy. My heart doth temporarily keep time and beats as hopeful music. It is not madness that I have uttered, mother. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the coppers on the wings to make them rancor. And throw away the worst parts of it, and leave the purer with the other half. Good night, mother. Go not to my uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have not refrained tonight. And if you wish to be blessed, I'll blessing beg of you. Well, this same Lord I do repent. And I shall answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. You must be cruel only to be kind. Thus bad begins and worse remains behind. One more word, good lady. I must to England. You know that. There are letters to you and my two schoolfellows, who I will trust as I will at this bank. They bear the mandate. You must sweep my way and guide me to knavery. So again, well, oh yes. Could you not tell the king I essentially am not a man that's been handicraft? I would he not know. Oh, good night, mother. I'll lock the guts in the other room. This counsellor still Andre who wasn't I for foolish prating knaves. Come on, sir. It's been an end with you. Good night, mother.
Bring him before us.
Who can his son bring in, my lord?
How now, Hamlet? Where is Polonius?
At supper.
At supper where?
Not where he is eating, but where he is being eaten. And so it's the convocation of politic worms are even at him. That's all. A man may finish with that worm that hath eaten him. A king may eat that fish that hath eaten that worm.
What dost thou mean by this?
Nothing but to say how a king could go of progress through the guts of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven! So clear up to see! And if you find him not, go seek him in the other place yourself! But if you don't find him within this month, you might nose him when you go up the stairs into the lobby.
Go seek him there. Go seek him there.
He will say until you find him.
Hamlet, this deed, for thine especial safety, this deed which thou hast done, must send thee hence away from us. Thou must prepare thyself. Thy bark is ready for England.
For England?
Aye, Hamlet.
Good.
So it is if thou knowest our purposes.
I see an angel.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
Mother. Father and mother are man and wife. Man and wife is one flesh, and so my mother. Goodbye, mother. Come to England.
Run away on foot and haste. Haste. And England, if you love me, you will kill him. You will kill him. How do you, pretty lady?
La-di-do with sweet flowers, which beware to the bread didn't go, with true love showers.
Pretty Ophelia, how long has she been thus?
Tomorrow it's St. Valentine's Day, on the morning bedtime, and I made that you will go to your Valentine. Then up he rose and down his clothes under the chamber door. Let in the maid that automaid never depart you more.
Follow her close. Give her good watch, I pray you.
I cannot choose but weep to think they would lay into the cold ground. My brother shall know of it.
poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death. Oh, Gertrude, Gertrude. But sorrows come, they come not single battalions. Or single spies, I should say, but in great battalions. Oh, alas, what noise is that, my dear? I believe the doors are broken.
Oh, thou vile king! Give me my father!
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so childlike? Tell me, Laertes, why art thou so incensed? Speak, man.
Where is my father?
He's dead.
No,
Has he come into Monty's Hill?
How came he dead? I'll not be juggled with. I dare damnation. Now will be revenge for my father.
And who shall stay you?
Not all the world.
Goodly, that is. If you do desire to know the certainty of your father's death, is it waiting your revenge that you'll do battle with anyone, friend or foe?
None but his enemies.
Will you know who they are then?
'Twas good friends thus wide I'll open my arms.
Why, now you speak like a good child and a Christian gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death, and most unsensibly in grief for it, it shall as level to your judgment seem, as day does to your eye. Oh, let me come in.
How now? What noise is it? Oh, he dry up my brain. Here is 7 times salt. By heavens, thy men shall be paid by weight, till our scale turn with thee. Oh, Rose of May, dear maid, kind sister, sweet Ophelia. Oh heavens, is it possible a young maid's wits should be as mortal as an old man's life?
They bore him Belfast on the bier. Hey, nanny, nanny, hey, nanny. When in his grave rained many a tear. Farewell, my girl.
And stab thou wits, and didst persuade revenge, it could not move thus.
That's rosemary. That's for remembrance.
Thank you.
Pray, remember. Where's panties? That's for fruit.
Documented madness, thoughts and remembrance with it.
There's fennel for you. And columbines. There's roof for you. And here's some points. That's a daisy. Daisy.
Thank you.
I would give you some violets, but though it's an old man when my father died, they said he made a good end. And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he's dead. Go to thy death bed. He's dead, he's dead. His billows are white as snow. All flaxen was his pole. He's gone, he's gone. And of all Christian souls, I pray God be with you.
Do you see this, oh God?
Laertes, I must commune with your grief. You shall have satisfaction. I shall work conjointly with your soul to give it due content.
Let this be.
Never fear. Where the axe is, where the offence is, let the great axe fall. I pray you, come with me.
What are they that would speak with me?
Seafaring men, sir, they have some words to say.
to seek too?
Let them come.
God bless you, sir.
He bless thee too.
You shall, sir, if it please him. There's a letter for you. It comes from the ambassador that was bound for England. If your name be Horatio, as I meant to know it is.
Horatio, after reading this, send these fellows to the king. They have letters for him. Ere we were 2 days at sea, a pirate gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow to sail, we put and compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them. On the instant they got clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me with mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do good turn for them. Let the king have these letters I have sent, and come to me with speed. I have words to speak in thine ear that will make thee dumb. These good fellows will bring thee where I am. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell. Hamlet, come, I will show thee to the king, the speedier that I may direct thee to him whom brought thee.
Laertes, now you must put me in your heart for a friend, since thou knowest that he who sought your noble father's life has also pursued my life.
It well appears, but tell me, why you proceed not against these feasts, so prideful and so capital in nature?
'Tis for the love the Danish people bear him. They will forgive him anything.
So have I a noble father lost, a sister driven to desperate turns, but my revenge will come.
News. Here's a message. You shall learn of it. Leave us, leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall recount the occasion of my sudden and most strange return. Hamlet. What should this mean?
Know you the hand?
'Tis Hamlet's character. Can you advise me?
I am lost in it. But let him come. It haunts the very sickness in my heart, that I shall live and come to his teeth. Thus didst thou.
Will thou be ruled by me, Laertes?
Aye, if you will not overrule me to a peace.
To thine own peace, I will work him to a new device, and to his death, which even to his mother will seem as an accident.
My lord, I will be ruled. Rather, if you devise it so that I may be the organ.
It falls right. Since you departed, you have much been spoken of for fencing. And this talk did Hamlet so envenom with his envy that he could nothing do but wish and beg your sudden coming over to play with him. Now, out of this...
What's out of this, my lord?
Was your father dear to you?
Why ask you this?
What would you undertake to show yourself your father's son in words, not just words, but also in deeds?
To cut his throat in the church.
The men should have no bounds, Laertes. And so, in this contest, we will use an untipped sword with poison on the tip, so that you may requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for the purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I bought anointment off a mountebank, so mortal death, but dip a knife in it. And where it draws blood, no man be saved from death.
But if it should fail, we need a seventh. And so I will poison put into a goblet, that when he calls for drink, our purpose may yet hold. Ooh! And now, sweet boy.
One more, just ready for another skill. The fighting for is just drowned, Laertes.
Drowned? Where?
There is a willow grows at Slanted Brook.
that throws olives in the glassy stream. There is fantastic gardens which you count, of crop flowers, nettles, daisies, and on purpose. There on the panel bar of coronet weeds, clambering to hand and enters to the brook, went down her witty trophies on their cell, fell into a witty brook. A close prayed wife, and murmured like a wise bore her up. Each time she chanted snatches of her tunes.
And alas, that she is drowned.
Drowned.
Too much of water has down, poor Ophelia. Thus, I forbid my tears. Adieu, my lord. I have a speech of fire that fame would please, but that its folly drowns it.
Customer has made him a property of useness.
Tis e'en so how the little employment makes it down to sense. Why, that skull had a tongue in it and said once. The knave jowls it to the ground. This ain't the kind of literature, my not.
Why, my lord?
Or of a portrait which could go, Good morrow, sweet lord. How goes thou, sweet lord?
Why, my lord?
That's another one. This could be the skull of a lawyer. Wow! I'll speak to this fellow. Whose great business, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For no neither.
Who's to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the name is. How long has thou been grave maker?
Of all the days of the year, I came to it the very day that young Hamlet was born. He that is mad, and sent into England.
Why was he sent to England?
Why, because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there. Or if he do not, 'tis no great matter there.
Why?
Will not be seen him there. There, men are as mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
For losing his wits.
How long their man into earth a lot?
Faith, if he be not rotten before he die, as we have many potty courses that will scarcely hold the laying in, I shall hold you some 8 or 9 years. A tanner will last you 9 years.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his eye is so tanned with his trade that he will keep out water a great while, and water is a sore decay of a dead body. Here's a skull now. This skull hath lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
Who do you think it was?
I know not.
This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This?
Even that.
Let me see. Alas for Yorick! I knew him, Horatio. Fellow, infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Where be your jibes now? Your songs?
Your flashes of merriment that could set the table
Raw! Not one to mock your own grinning. No, soft, soft. I have someone coming. Aside! The Queen, the gorgeous, who is this they follow?
What's ceremony else?
I have
decrees have been as follows as governed. The death was the food. She should in one sanctified her blood till the last thunders.
Was there no more be done?
No more be done. We should perform the service of dead. To sing a requiem in such rest were as the priest of his soul.
Lay her in the earth, and her fair and unpolluted flesh made violet springs. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be, and thou liest howling.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweet, so the sweet.
Treble woe, fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth well, and I'll have cut her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead.
Resent whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose phrases of sorrow conjure the wandering stars and make them stars wander wounded dead, as I have in the day!
Oh, pluck it! Pluck it!
The devil take thy soul!
Pluck them asunder! Pluck them asunder!
My lord, be quiet.
I will fight upon the sea tomorrow if not go out!
He's mad! He's mad, I tell you!
My lord Ophelia! 40,000 brothers could not know that quantity of the make of my son! What thou do? Show me what thou do! Would we fight, burn, tear ourselves together? Drink vinegar to crocodile! I'll do it! 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 I don't come here to whine! So I'll beat me by living in a grave! What is the reason that you use me thus?
I pray you, your worship.
Loved you ever. And that's not much. I hope please do what he now. The chat will be on the dog behind his back.
I pray you, Mr. Rachel. Strengthen your patience, Laertes. Remember what we discussed yesterday.
The divinity that shapes our end. Oh, view how we will.
That is most certain.
Sir, I found on the ship they show great commission. -2. Now or whenever.
The king and queen are coming down.
So good.
In half the time.
Please.
happy time.
The Queen desires some gentle entertainment from their king.
Come, Hamlet, come, and take this hand from me.
Give me pardon, sir, for I have done you wrong. But pardon it as you are a gentleman. His presence knows, and you must needs have heard how I suffer with sore distraction. What I have done, I here proclaim, was madness. Was it Hamlet that wronged Laertes? Never Hamlet. Sir, in this audience, let my disclaiming from a purposed evil be freed of all your honest thoughts. That I have shot my arrow over the house and wounded my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, and do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
Embrace it freely. On the wager we shall play frankly. Give us the sabres.
Come, for me.
Give them the foils, young Leslie. Cousin Hamlet, do you know the wager?
Yes, my lord. I have set the odds on the weaker side.
Well, I can feel it. I have seen you both at play, and since he is better, we therefore have odds.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
This one pleases me well. Do these sabres or have length?
Aye, my good lord.
Give me the cups, and let the kettle to the trumpet speak, and the trumpet to the cannons. Heaven and earth. Now the king drinks to Hamlet. Come, begin, and you the judges. Bear a wary eye. Hamlet, yes, to thy help.
Francis?
Give him the cup, give him the cup.
No, I'll play this bout first. Set it on the table for a while. Come! Another hit! What say thou?
A hit. I do confess it.
Your son shall win, madam, though he is a little scant of breath.
Good madam.
I will hit it now, and yet it is almost against my conscience.
Good madam.
No, but Gertrude, do not drink. It is the poison. Oh, come. It's the no. Sandrine.
Come, mateys, for the third.
Say you so?
You but Danny.
Come on. Have at you now.
Look to the Queen here, ho!
It's your...
She but swoons to see the sight of blood.
The drink.
No villainy! Treason! Seek it out!
Treason, treason.
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. Indeed, there's not half an hour played. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unfated and envenomed.
Point venom too?
The king's to blame.
Venom to my word!
Oh, get the friendly friends! I am attacked!
Drink! Drink of mother! No! Follow my mother!
He is justly served. He is poisoned tempered by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death not upon thee, nor thine on me.
I've been freed from it, I father. And then, Horatio! Wretched Queen, adieu. You better pale and tremble at this chance. I'll tell with mute and audience to this act. I lied but the time, all I could tell you. That isn't the matter. What a wounded lady I live, leave behind me. Thou dost love me, Horatio. Absent from felicity for a while. In this wretched world, breathe our last breath. Horatio! Go forth and tell my story.
Never believe it. If I'm more the anti-German than a Dane, there's some nigger left. Ah, thoughts, man. Give me the cup. Get that cup, my God. Ah, it. Rest is silent. Thou cracks no heart. Good night, stupid. May the flight of angels keep my guest.
tragedies are always quite long, aren't they? But the thanks will be short, even though heartfelt. Well, the beauty of these flowers does not do justice to the beautiful work that has been done by the two ladies in this performance, one of whom sadly lost her voice yesterday quite dramatically and soldiered through despite it all and croaked her way until she croaked. So I'd like to thank Mrs. Chancellor very, very much for something which was really quite terrifying, participating in a play in Shakespeare in English where you're French, not used to acting. And she's been a great support to us, and been coming to lots and lots of practices, and a great disappointment too. I think it might have been the smoke as well, didn't help. So, round of applause. Thank you very, very much.
Gertrude.
Hamlet's fire, but after all the horrible things he said to you, Ophelia, I'd like to say something lovely. And what else can I say but to quote the bard and say, sweets for the sweet. It's the first time in a while that we've had such a big boy thing as a fencing tournament in the middle of a play. And I think that Arthur and Aloise have proved themselves and can take this home and drink it with their parents. It's called Tentation, le fruit défendu. Behind the stage, and they disapprove of drunkenness. It's not true! So, there are 1.5 people behind the stage. One of them is Henri, and the other one is Dominic. So, but the problem is that Dominic is one of the little people. If I started giving him presents, I'd have to give it to all the little people. So I'd like you to thank Dominic and Henri very, very much for their work behind the scenes. Thank you. So I'd like you to join me again in one last round of applause for our splendid actors. Well done, thank you.